Brave Intuitive Painting by Flora Bowley. I just love this book. I think it's because I love her paintings and I just love the colours that she uses and how she is literally painting bravely. I find this to be very inspiring. And so that's what prompted me to buy her book. This was, I think, her first book. She's got several out now. But she basically tells you a bit about herself and what motivates her as well. And how you can change things about yourself to be able to open yourself up more to painting. What sort of things you can do that will help you to open up more to paint intuitively. And so then she goes into obviously connecting with your intuition and how you can dive a bit deeper to do that. And keeping moving is a very big aspect of what she talks about, because it helps us to keep the flow of painting, which is just exactly what we need. And it also helps us to keep inspired. So she talks a lot about that, and the letting go of perfection was such a big one for me, because I think a lot of us seem to hold on to things. So that was quite big. And then being gentle on yourself as well. This book is like a journey, basically going through how you can change things about yourself and how you can use paint to do that. She's done an amazing job with that. Anyway, so then she goes on to tools and prompts, and this is great. So she just mentions what tools she uses, and then as you go through, she has these prompts that give you some ideas as to, well, okay, so you're staring at a blank canvas, what can you do? What sort of shapes can you make? What tools can you use? Here she's using fingers, which she does quite often, and she uses very unusual things to create with. So it's a really an eye-opening book, which will help you to take your art to the next level in the sense of allowing yourself to paint intuitively, allowing yourself to use many different things. And then, of course, she speaks about colour, which I think is the all-important thing when painting like this, because, you can get things turning a bit muddy. So it's really important to look at colour and how you can use it to create the best painting that you can create when you're doing so intuitively as well. So she does a bit of a chat about what colours to use that won't turn brown and what colours will turn brown together. And then bringing your paints to life with a variety of things, colour contrasts with light and dark contrasts, with all sorts of things there. And honestly, throughout the book, the paintings that she has to illustrate her point are just so inspiring. It makes you want to grab a canvas and get painting. She emphasises a lot to do with movement and play and just stepping into yourself, and that in itself is a wonderful journey. So I think for me this book was just very inspiring. And here she's got the spiralling in, spiralling out, and that's basically moving in close, doing the small stuff, and then moving out, doing some big stuff. And it's, I think this is all about getting contrasts and figuring out what's moving, what's working, and how to keep it going. So it's definitely worthwhile, and reading what she has to say, I get that the pictures are beautiful, but actually reading it is just wonderful. And this embracing non-attachment is a fantastic concept, of letting go and just moving forward in life in general. So, in short, I love this book. Very inspiring. When I'm feeling stuck, this is the one I turn to, and I just look at the prompts, I do a bit of reading, and I get inspired again. So thank you, Flora, for creating this beautiful book.